was in to bat first.
Ready. Black.
It must have felt good in the warm-up. Well played. Understated individual, Kuznetsov, but Bet is pretty excited. Couple of points here. Well, he hasn't got the strength of Rafa, but he really does have great timing on that forehand.
Hasn't been using the single-handed slice as much. I think that's probably a good thing, just keeping up the power.
Indeed so. As good a rally as he's played in the match.
Yes, keeping it all together nicely, whether it's the forehand or the backhand, hitting it pretty flat. It's a good record against Spaniards. He's beaten both Verdasco and Ferrer, beat Ferrer at Wimbledon. Verdasco.
Oh, fabulous rally. He deserved it too.
Well, it was a fantastic lob, wasn't it? When Nadal dived to play this, that was always going to spin back towards the net. Kuznetsov had to be careful not to touch the net in his attempt to scramble it.
Thank you.
Too good.
Yes, just totally uninhibited of this. A full swing at the ball, hit very flat. No chance.
Nice that, and nice through the heart of Kuznetsov, who's
the problem with those single-handed slices, it just gives the opponent plenty of time. Sometimes that can be
just got the line. So good on him for having a go. He missed a couple.
Yes, that's his finest shot generally, of course, the one down the line, but good to see him too, just taking advantage of the floating ball, second time in the match. He's looked to follow up a good drive.
Sumptuous timing there.
Yes, I almost had the feeling that Nadal had given up on the point, and yet there was that eruption on the forehand.
He's had it. Oh, Rafa would love to do that.
Love 13.
Yes, and this one he really didn't try and hit the very cover of the ball, just well guided. He's got his 2 again.
This is where really ripped the one before, and here are his first break points of the match.
Remember, Nadal hasn't lost his serve in the tournament yet. I'm afraid he's about to here.
And when he needed it, he produces one of his. Here's that forehand. It's been a demon in this game, and here are 2 break points to go a break up, having been a break down.
Yes, Kuznetsov needed to do more with the previous shot, which landed so short.
Too good.
Love 13.
Just a little shimmy, and through the racket came. 2 points in the set.
Nadal's got to hurt him more with the serve.
That's wonderful. He's been a joy that side, hasn't he?
He has. Great anticipation both on that shot. He was expecting the one to the forehand and then gets across here so well. How often have we seen?
Jet propelled.
Well, he had his man on the ropes, so it's just a matter really of administering the knockout blow, and he does it so well.
He's got it. Thought it was so far away from him that he wouldn't get the control. Really loading up on the forehand there.
Well, his signature shot proving the one to open up the point here, or open up the court. Terrific movement by Kuznetsov there to get.
Too good.
In second set.
Magnificent striking from Andrey Kuznetsov. Yes. Had enough of that, says Rafa.
Yes, and look where he played that. I think he was inside the baseline, whereas he's been standing so far back.
Well, Nadal had a difficult time in his first round match, didn't he, against Carreño Busta? Found a way in the end, and by the end was playing some of his best tennis. Third set 6-1, having gone a set down. If anything, he's gaining in confidence, isn't he, Kuznetsov? This is a really purple patch.
Yeah, I think he's a believer. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, well played, Rafa. But you can see what it needed to win the point.
Well, if they can keep up this standard, it's going to be miracle tennis. I think he's reasonably competitive.
Love 15.
Well, into the point so comfortably. Nadal maybe trying to emphasize the difference between the...
Mr. Kuznetsov is challenging.
He's challenging, but I think it clawed its way back.
The ball's called in.
He just says he's not totally sure. This is obviously going to be pretty close, but it's come back. Sensational shot.
Yeah.
Love Bolton. Mr. Kuznetsov has one challenge remaining.
Oh, yes. Listen to the roar. I remember you early on in the match, Fru, you were saying a lot of people think this could be automatic. I'm not so sure. You're a little bit right there. It's been sensational.
Absolutely. And the tenacity that Nadal showed in that point. Looked to be in trouble at one stage, because again he took that standing way back behind the baseline on return of serve, that stance, which really allowed Kuznetsov into it. But he got his teeth into it and was able to bite hard.
Has there ever been a fiercer competitor than Nadal? Look at that.
Time.
A guy ranked 79 in the world in what's ostensibly a warm-up tournament for the Australian Open. Try telling that brother.
Players are ready. Thank you. Please. Game is set match Nadal.
Magnificent from Nadal.
6-3, 5-7.
He was in trouble
6-4.
earlier on. He's in trouble for a lot of the match. Misfiring, confidence low against a really lively contender, but he's done it. He's seen it through.
Yes, he will have pleased so many, but of course the person that he's pleased most is